Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teach It Do. Today I have with me Steph Nerd and Foxy.
What's
Hello.
up?
And today we're getting into the first of two minis. We're not going to do the second one for a while, but of the Star Trek Green Lantern crossover. And by Star Trek, it's the reboot Kelvin universe. In fact, it was written by Mike Johnson, who wrote the, at that time, Star Trek comic.
Nice.
Okay. That's
Yep.
cool. I love this artwork just right off the bat.
Yep.
It's immaculate.
Angel Hernandez.
Nice. Yeah, it's
I
so
love that cover.
realistic. Like, it's so
Yeah.
realistic, though.
You saw the old Star Trek, correct?
Yes.
We reboot? So
Yes.
you recognize that guy, right?
Yes.
Yes.
General Chang.
Chang. He gets a ring.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Jeez.
oh
This is
Lord.
going to be a
Remember,
problem.
this is the reboot timeline for it. So
Correct.
technically he hasn't done any of the stuff he's done before. But anyway.
Still, he's still a vicious motherfucker, though.
Run. Yeah, anyway. Run, little man. Your rings follow like obedient servants. But it cannot save you, Gansett. Mogo, the last Green Lantern, is dead. A fitting location for your own demise, don't you think? Your fellow Guardians are now ashes blowing across the cosmos. Give me the last ring. Watch me extinguish their life forever. And then you will die. You think you've won? I do. I have. This day and this day, perhaps, but not forever. I am going somewhere you cannot follow. I go to preserve life in all its form. That will be my victory. No, impossible. And you will never find me. Another time, another universe. Captain's log. The Enterprise is en route to Nodal 16, an unexplored system of the edge of the Alpha Quadrant, the galaxy's outermost ring. But we found something interesting along the way. It's a big rock. Orphan planet would be a more precise description, Captain. Or rogue planet, if you prefer. A world that was never trapped by a gravitational pull of a star. This one has no discernible atmosphere, and there is no indication of organic life. But we have detected something on the surface. Orbital scans are inconclusive. I recommend an away team be dispatched to investigate. Excellent idea. Thanks for volunteering. Mr. Sulu, park us in geosynchronous orbit over the location. You have the con. Aye, sir. Is it wise for both the captain and the first officer to leave the ship on what by all indications is a routine scouting mission? You don't trust Sulu? My estimation of Lieutenant Sulu's capability, while considerable, is not relevant to the discussion. Spock, let's just enjoy the chance to stretch our legs. Zara, do you have a trace? Ace, we're close, sir. Should be just over this bridge. Oh, Gans's dead body. It would appear that this organic life here, after all, was organic life. These look like rings. Whatever they're made of, the scans have never seen anything like it. The same is true of the cellular structure of their apparent owner. But it doesn't look like he was wearing the rings. Let's bring them up to the ship for the comprehensive scans. The body, too. Captain, I know what you're going to say, Spock, but for once, this isn't a violation of the Prime Directive. It's a dead guy on a dead world. Let's see what we can find out about him. As I was about to say, Captain, I concur. Well, he's dead, Jim. He's been for a while. The good news is that it appears that you've discovered a new species. The stasis field will keep his skeleton intact while we study him. Our xenobiologists are already climbing over themselves to get first crack. Mr. Scott, what about those rings? Found anything? Yes, sir. Quite exciting. Come and have a look. Each of the artifacts possess a variation of the same complex nanostructure. Absolutely breathtaking design. As best as I can deduce, they're all meant to be some kind of energy conduit. What kind of energy conduit, Scotty? Still working on that, Captain. I'd like to try and phasing them in a tachyon field to see if that has any effect on them. With your permission, of course. Permission granted. But keep a close eye on them, Scotty. We still don't know what we're dealing with. Understood, Captain. Right then, my grumpy little associate. Time to make an invaluable addition to the sum total of humanity's scientific knowledge. Ooh! And Captain, proximity alert. Ship to cloaking off the starboard bow. Shields up, on screen. Captain, we're being hailed. In Klingon. James Tiberius Kirk. At last. Do I know you? No. But I know you. Every Klingon knows the face of the most hated human in the galaxy. Violator of our imperial boundaries, cowardly killer of our proud brother and sisters. My name is General Che. I've been hunting you without cease these past many months, and it is now my honor to bring you to justice. It looks as though we've successfully turned them on. Whatever they are, let's shut off the tachyon field for now. I said turn it off! I did. I'm flattered by your attention, General, but everything I've done in the past was only to ensure the safety of the Federation, not to harm the Klingon Empire. Ha! You could never harm the Empire, Kirk! That is beyond your capabilities, but you've insulted it, and for that I am taking you back to Crotus in chains, and your ship with you. Captain, we have a problem here at engineering. Had a good time, Scotty. I'm sorry, sir, but the artifact, your energy output is increasing exponential. Damn! Captain, explosion in engineering. Cascading power failures throughout the ship. Shields failing. Doom. Scotty, can you hear me? Scotty! Captain, our shields are at 7% and falling. We're being targeted by the Klingon vessel. We will board the ship after we cripple it, destroy it in the cells. Wait, power's coming back online. Shields are at full strength, but these readings are right. The power's coming from outside the ship. Pinpointing the source now. Jam! Chain of Kronos, you are chosen. Pavel Chekhov of Earth, you are chosen. Iota Uhura of Earth, you are chosen. Leonard McCoy of Earth, you are chosen. Don't say. What is happening? Oh my God. Captain, we have a visual of the power source outside the ship, transferring the main view screen. Is that indeed, Captain? It appears to be a most unusual human. Nice ship. Why is my friend Skeleton on board? So how's that for the first issue?
I like that.
Yeah.
He just pops up too. It's like, hey, what's up? Why is my dude in your ship right now?
Yep. Fear is power. Ancient Klingon proverb. Pasha and Vic Halls. Geez, I hate when it does this. An uncharted system in the end of the Alpha Quadrant. I'll keep you flying until the ship's powers restored. I've already scanned you with my ring. I know you've got my friend Skeleton on board. I want answers. And with his what? Look, I appreciate the help, whoever you are, but I've got my hands full. What's happening to me? Captain, I feel very, very strange. I'm flying. Life signs are stable. You are emitting a most unusual form of radiation. Spock, I need your help, not your analysis. Chekhov, are you? I'm fine, Captain. I feel like I could suddenly do anything. He has the blue lantern, and
nice.
She the Star Sapphire. Anything I can imagine. Blue, indigo, much better than a yellow shock. New ring bearers on that ship. Looks like we found a new power source. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll handle what I'm guessing is not a friendly one. Behold the rebirth of Muktavar, the great predator of ancient Kronos, given glorious new life. I saw three rings leave the ship. Yep, the yellow ring obviously chose Captain Eyepatch here. But where the red and orange go? Meanwhile, like on the planet of the Gorn.
Oh no.
Well, he gets a red lantern.
That's insane. That's fitting though.
Yep.
They have similar red lanterns.
The colors
That's
are
amazing.
spectacular.
This art, I can't believe how sick it is though. And that's what I like about the Green Lantern artwork anyway. But like this is over the top good.
It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Bathe in Muktavar's fire, coward. Felt another shock. The Red Wing found a home. I felt that. I'm a step slow. Must be weak from following Kansas Trail to wherever I am. And if I made it through, what about... Damn! Looks like our new friend's taking a beating out there. Sulu, armed photon torpedoes. Weapon system still offline, Captain. Warp drive as well. Not to worry. We can improvise. Nice. No! Whoever got the blue ring is a fast learner. Duh! Chekhov, can you use that thing to get us a warp? Aye, Captain. I think so. We're leaving, stranger. You're welcome to follow us. I think we both have questions we want answered. Running away from the fight? No. Avoiding escalation of a potential galaxy-wide conflict. Oh, I never liked turning tail, but when you put it like that, get us out of here, Mr. Chekhov. With pleasure, sir. Cowards! Meanwhile, on the planet Romulus, they get the orange lantern.
No way. Okay.
Another
That's
shot.
really crazy.
All right. Yeah, permission to come on board before I do it anyway. Fine. We can open an airlock or beam you directly to. That won't be necessary. I'm Hal Jordan, Green Lantern Space Sector 2814. Based on your home markings, I'm guessing we hail from the same corner of the galaxy. What is this? Some kind of secret NASA ship? NASA? I'm Captain James D. Kirk. You're on the Federation Starship Enterprise, Starfleet. What's a Green Lantern? Fascinating. What's Starfleet? More to the point, why do you have Gans's skeleton on board? You know him? We found him alone on the rock with nothing but those rings beside him. The rings that just wreak havoc on my ship. Speaking of which, Scotty, do you copy? Owens? He's fine, Jim. I took care of him. Now, can somebody please wake me up from my nightmare? Yeah, he has the indigo.
Nice.
V1 Counselor, I bring you good tidings. General Chang, what is the meaning of this? The meeting, Chancellor, is in the mead. I am no longer subject to the whims of an ineffective collection of bureaucrats. You are all dismissed. Finally, the future of the Empire is in the control of someone worthy of the responsibility. No more councils, no more debates, only my sword of light. What happened to it? I did. You certainly seem to thrive on its feeling fear, I'll give you that. But as long as you wear that ring on your finger, Sinestro will be giving the orders.
See, that's what I like. Sinestro just came out of nowhere. It's like they start making you think that it's like all the lanterns are dead because the rings are trying to find new hosts and then going for Gamma.
The only one who is definitely dead is Larfleeze, obviously.
Right.
Yeah. Well, no, I take it back. Larfleeze is not dead. We found out there was a second ring. But anyway, it's called The Last Light, an escape plan for the end of the universe. I never heard of it actually being used before. Things never got that grim. Like Ganson would only have used it if he had no other choice. Theoretically, only a guardian of the universe could do it. Only a guardian knew how to combine the powers of multiple powering to create a rift in space-time and open a portal to a parallel universe. This universe. Theoretically, the Last Light pulls every surviving lantern with it. But the Emperor was obviously too much for Ganson to bear. He sacrificed himself to save the rest of us. What about your universe? How did it end? Not how. Who? He called himself, past tense, I hope, Nekron. This is a person more and then a personification of death itself. He basically this is a sequel of sorts to Blackest Night.
That's sick though. So did he get pulled through too since he was still a surviving lantern? Nice.
Yep, but basically he had won this time around.
Right.
He even took out seemingly took out or I think Kyle was taken out, but yeah, he's so around dead. I found myself in your universe alone. My ring noticed it when you powered up the 6 rings you found with Gansett. If the other surviving lanterns were pulled here like I was, we must have been scattered. Your ring noticed? It's not jewelry. It's an alien. Basically explains about the ring and everything and about the emotional spectrum.
Right. Get them used to what they need for their powers.
And then tell them, of course, the other rings, yellow, obviously, and whoever got red and orange, they're not going to be friendly. Right. As of course, we see the Gorn attacking, and then Atrocitus shows up. A single galaxy? You think too small. Use your last words to tell me how you acquired that ring. This ring chose me. Ha! You think you can harm Atrocitus, the greatest of the Red Lanterns? Your rage is nothing compared to mine. I joined the fight against Nekron, believing the universe was at stake, only to find myself suddenly exiled to this strange place. I want answers.
Yeah, obviously you were right to believe the universe was at stake.
Yep. But then, of course, we then see him and the other guy, and Theseus, going around, and then he kills them all and then makes them into his army, much like Larfleeze could do. And sure enough, conquest, as in taking things that don't belong to you. I like the way you think, but your plans would be for naught if you don't have one of these.
Right.
I am not impressed. I am Chang, Emperor Chang, ruler of the Klingon race. Bow before me, stranger, or be destroyed. As I've already told you, I am Sinestro of Corrigan, and I bow to no one. We can continue to this dance for as long as you wish. But eventually, your mighty Imperial mind will realize that the newfound power coursing through you is but a drop in the ocean of my own abilities. You know where these winged weapons come from? Indeed, somewhere very far from here. My ring has analyzed the computer records of your world. It appears I have arrived in a reality parallel to my own, with no record of my or my brethren have ever existed. I can only surmise that Gans they invoked last light in an attempt to save those of us he could. I must remember to thank him after I hunt him down. You speak in riddles, stranger. All that matters is that I now have the power to destroy all those who defy the Klingon Empire. Order will finally be restored to the galaxy, thanks to me. Order. Spoken like a true son of the Celestial Corps. Very well. I will help you in your cause, Chang of Klingon. But when the time comes and in the matter of my choosing, you will repay me in kind. Woohoo! Chekhov, I'm going to need you to come back inside. Why not let the kid have a little fun? There's nothing like your first day with a ring. The fireworks are impressive, Mr. Jordan, but it isn't a time for Captain Jordan. What? We have the same rank. I'm a captain of the United States Air Force, which may not exist anymore in this timeline, but my rank stayed. So what? If I understand right, Starfleet goes by naval ranking, and a naval captain outranks an Air Force captain to hell.
Oh, that's too funny.
All right, Jordan.
What would you do first day with the power ring?
Right. I'd fly. I'd go flying.
Hell yeah. All through space. Go see all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, but as long as I'm helping you find survivors from your universe, you won't question my orders to my crew. Check off inside. Speaking of finding survivors, looks like 2 of them have found us. Captain. I'm on my way. I don't know who you are, but you're a Blue Lantern, which means I can trust you. Please help us. Carol with St. Walker.
No way. St. Walker's all beat down, though.
Yep. The border of the Alpha Quadrant, the Delta Quadrant, the U.S.S. Constitution. Oh, crap.
No way.
Bad, Glowcon. That was an impressive display. Not a display of atrocities, a declaration of war. They didn't cover this in medical school. As far as I can tell, as far as my ring's telling me, he's going to be okay. Carol, what happened? The last light, Hal. It made it through like you, but so did Nekron. Meanwhile, at the former location of Vulcan's homeworld, rise. He's resurrecting the planet of Vulcan.
Really, though? He's really about to just resurrect a whole fucking planet? It looked like he was trying to bring up the whole galaxy.
Now we get a summary of what happened, and of course, I feared he has only doomed this universe as well. How? The last light that Gans invoked is only meant for ring welders powered by the emotional spectrum. Nekron's the exact opposite of that. He's darkness and decay, pure entropy. Theoretically, entropy is an intrinsic part of every universe. If Miss Sapphire is correct, and this Nekron is the manifestation of entropy, he was most likely to exist in some form in every possible universe. My handsome friend is correct, but Nekron does not change as he moves between realities. He's the same elemental force, always seeking to suck out the light. Handsome friend, you said you beat him once before. You can't do it again because Nekron isn't stupid. We beat him the first time thanks to Kyle Rayner, the White Lantern. So yeah, Kyle's unfortunately dead.
That sucks. He was the one. Besides Jessica Cruz, he was the one.
Yep. But yeah, they need to be powered. And unfortunately, Nekron destroyed them all. If your ship's doctor can save St. Walker, and there's a chance his blue ring can keep the rest of ours charged. But without the batteries, there's no way, and there's no way new rings can be made, which means no new lanterns of any color, which means no reinforcements beyond those of us who were saved by Gans's last light. If we couldn't stop Nekron with a combined might of all the cards, the odds are even lower now. A no-win scenario, Jordan. You came to the right ship.
So wait, did Larfleeze? Is he the only one that ended
he's the only Orange Lantern.
I'm just saying, but is he the only one that ended up having his power battery with him?
Yes, because he always has his battery with him.
Ah.
Nice. I liked your speech. So I'm not going to kill you. But you need to know that Larfleeze is in charge. Senators, attack him! You mean your orange-like contracts? Nice work, but nothing orange exists that doesn't answer to me. Now, Theseus, was it? Go back to that part where you talked about territorial expansion and acclimation of resources. It is the destiny of the Romulan Empire. For too long we have stagnated and detente with the Federation. Oh, I hate stagnating. Tell me, does this Federation have anything I would want? Tomato soup? Hot chocolate? This is quite an appetizing hallucination I'm having, Dr. McCoy, but I'm fine for now. Oh boy, so he's trying to figure it out, and he's actually wondering, Scotty's starting to realize he could replicate the rings.
Oh, okay. Right, if St. Walkers can keep them charged, why wouldn't he be able to replicate them?
Yep. And but yeah, so basically they're heading on over there with the ship, and it's like, try to keep up. Does that guy ever think before he acts? A question with which I am entirely familiar, Captain. What do you? Oh, good one, Spock. Uh-oh, they're attacking Starbase 12. Oh boy. If the Federation is an obstacle in controlling this universe, as you claim, then it shall feel the full wrath of atrocities. I've seen your full wrath before, monster. I was not impressed.
Oh, damn, he's got a whole fleet with them.
All ships, open fire! My shield! 2 mistakes you made, Sinestro. First, thinking you could harm me. The second, thinking you can power an entire armada with one ring. Have you forgotten who I am already, Atrocitus? I haven't. I wish I could say it's good to see you again, but I know you too well. Oh dear.
Nice. Caught him from behind.
Looks like Jordan can use our help. Check off target photon torpedoes, and feel free to give them a little boost. Aye, sir. Ah, you poor fools. I'll have that ship, and in return, I'll show you your worst fear. A ship and its crew destroyed thanks to your pride, thanks to your carelessness, thanks to your ignorance, thanks to your mistakes, thanks to your ineptitude, thanks to your logic. No! Damn you, Sinestro. If that's the way you want to play it, oh, let's do this.
Okay.
Meanwhile, rise. Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
An entire army of Vulcans. To the Starfleet Command, commanding all ships. Priority 1 transmission. We've engaged Klingon, Gorn, and now Romulan attacker, the Starbase Sophistikia. More reinforcements en route. Survivors report individuals possessing unknown energy weapons, able to penetrate Starfleet shields. We've lost contact with the Enterprise. All ships and sectors maintain red alert until the threat is neutralized. This is the Enterprise. We're still in one piece. But those reinforcements might want to hurry up.
Look at that.
Yep.
That's insane.
What happened? Sinestro, the other guy in yellow out there. Fear is his thing. He used it to knock out your crew. I know. I can sense it. And I can sense that this new power I have is the opposite of fear. Lieutenant, did I miss anything? An old enemy of mine, Larfleet, has teamed up with something called Romulans, an old enemy of ours. Jordan, if you don't mind, all right. Comfortable chair. I know. Now let's clean up this mess outside. Agreed. But I need your ring bearers with me. Sinestro's the biggest threat. The more help, the better. Uhura and Chekhov follow Jordan's lead. The Enterprise will focus on the enemy's ships. Those ships Larfleet brought with them are orange-like constructs, but no less powerful than a real fleet. Romulans don't scare me. Bones, what's your status? Still purple, Jim, and doing my damnedest to keep our new blue friend up from slipping away. Look at the pretty ship, glittering in the dark like so many jewels, so many shapes, so many sizes. I want them all!
He just starts grabbing
Romulan, I see you've acquired a power like my own. Do you thrill at the prospect of this day as I do? The clash of empires we have all long awaited. Federation, Romulan, even a single pathetic Gorn grasping at glory. All here to witness the ultimate triumph of the Klingon race. A single Gorn is more than enough to... Oh boy, those three are all fighting each other.
Oh my God.
And yep, big fight going on, but then he tells them, Nekron has followed us. You think I fear him? I will finally end him myself. For what use was our alliance before? Combining the power of the spectrum only made each of us weaker. And now you ally yourself with children, with humans unworthy of a ring? I would not let your weakness destroy us all. Here we go again. Arriving just in time to save Jordan's butt. And Starfleet Command, this is Captain Kirk on board the Enterprise. Our weapons are ineffective against these force fields. All survivors on the starbase have been evacuated. I recommend we withdraw and regroup. Let our opposition beat each other while we assess the situation. Agree, Captain. All ships set a course to the rendezvous at Starbase Scobay. Captain, long-range sensors have picked up a most unusual anomaly, and it's what a short range and it's what's at short range that concerns me right now, Spock. Understandable, Captain. But our long-range sensors indicate that the planet Vulcan has returned. You're welcome, Jordan. Took you guys long enough. Ain't our fault we got scattered across the galaxy. I'm guessing against it used the last flight. We're all that's left of our universe. Looks like it, old friend. But we still have a chance to save this universe. And secure just Sinestro. Kirk to Jordan. We need to leave now. What an ugly-looking ship. Take it easy, Gardner. They're friendly. Hell, our allies are injured. We must return them to their ship. What about our enemies here? Let them fight it out for now. If what you told me about Nekron is true, he's the priority. And I think we found him. I'm not inclined to leave Sinestro here without supervision. You need me if you're going to have a chance against Nekron. Our reckoning will just have to wait. Your brig isn't going to hold him if he wants to get out. I respect the only reason he's playing along is because he wants to find if you're right about Nekron, his planet. Vulcan, was it? I've seen Nekron resurrect people. But entire planet? Which button makes it go faster? It does seem illogical. But you have already warned us that Nekron is not to be underestimated. Captain Spock is bravely omitting the fact that Vulcan is the planet of his birth, a planet whose destruction we both witnessed firsthand. This is impersonal for us. Captain, I have something that might just help us turn the tide. Scotty, shouldn't you be in sickbay? Is that another ring? Sit in a bed at a time like this? Hardly. I scanned the things we found and modified the replicator to build a prototype of my own. Sorry, our own. It's by no means an exact replica. There's technology in these rings that makes me feel like a caveman poking at a warp core. But I still have no idea how they create objects of pure energy. But I think we've created an equivalent of a phaser that you can wear on your finger. Now I just gonna need a guinea pig. I made a test pilot. Mr. Sulu, can you spare a moment? And sure enough, fantastic. He's gonna give them a personal force field and a phaser. Still ain't a real ring. Yeah. So what's the plan? You outfit every crew member with one of these? Actually, I'd rather wait to make sure Mr. Sulu doesn't die the next few hours from some weird side effect. I can hear you, Scotty. But in fact, I feel fine. In fact, I never felt better. Captain, if you would direct your attention to the main view screen, we've arrived at Vulcan. I think I'm going to hurl. I don't like this, Kirk. Better to let the Lantern scout the place first. Beaming into the unknown is what we do, Jordan. You wouldn't be able to stop me if you tried. Like I said, this is personal. I am not detecting any signs of life, Captain. And why would you? For in this place, you will only find the one great constant found in any universe. Death!
Death.
Last issue. Oh, Spock, my dear son, how I've missed you. You are not my mother. You are a reanimated corpse. How can you say such a thing? This is for the best. This is logical. No, nothing about this is logical. Why resist? Why spend your final moments in useless struggle? There is nowhere you can run. No other world. No other realities. Here on this spare planet, your lives will end. Do you think? And do we have to attack them? Can't we save them? Too late for them, Kirk. This is what happened to your reality, isn't it? This was the end. Just like this. One last stand. But this time, Gaz ain't here to pop open an escape hatch. The odds are against us, Kilowog, but do not give up hope. Kirk to the Enterprise. Scotty, do you copy? Aye, Captain. We can't fire at the enemy with you so close to them. I just need you to hit one target, Scotty. Scan for the guy with the sights and fire in his position. But what about collateral damage? Just do it, Scotty. Now. Aye, I heard you. Phaser that mech. Just do me a favor and please take cover. Ka-choom! Scotty, you vaporize him. Don't be so sure. Nekron's more than just decayed flesh and bone. He's a manifestation of dark energy. He won't be so easy to destroy. How Vulcan of you, my son. Showing no emotion as you destroy your own people. Jam! These creatures are not my people, and my mother's already dead. Then why have you not fired your weapon at me? Listen to your human side, Spock, and jam! I'm sorry, Spock. I know what it feels like to see people you love twisted like that. You have my gratitude, Mr. Seward. Your decision was as logical as it was necessary. What a pathetic allies you Lantern have chosen. You believe these fools can save you? Sinestro never needs saving, monster. Jordan is my enemy, yes, but you are a threat to all existence. I will not flee like Gansett. You will not win this day. Sinestro is on our side now. He's only on his own side, ever on his own side. It just happens to align with ours now. Jim, I hate to sound like Spock, but simple logic says we can't outlast these things. You said that only one could stop Nekron with a White Lantern, someone who can combine the power of the spectrum. If Sinestro can help us, and if we get our hands on orange and red rings, that will not be enough. We have tried before and failed. Only the life entity is powerful enough to defeat death itself. When a single bearer wears the rings of every color, only then is the entity unleashed. Only when the rings choose a bearer strong enough to harness the entire spectrum of emotion. Entire spectrum of emotion. Bones, give Spock your ring. What? Right. Why? Just trust me. Fine. Just remember that it chose me first. Spock, what design? Captain, what are you? Where are the rings, Spock? That's an order. I do not understand. Call it a hunch. Jim.
Emotions.
Most curious. The rings are communicating with each other. They have found their common bearer, the one who can wield their combined might. These are the three of the rings that Gantus saved, the ones he used to invoke the last life. But what about the others? Sure enough, the Klingon Empire will rise triumphant. You persist in folly, Che. My ring. What? No, not now. Enough of this. You will make a powerful Black Lantern, Sinestro. Embrace the inevitable. It's working, but we need a Green Lantern to complete the spectrum. Meaning one of us has to die. Maybe not. Green Lanterns, on my mark. Combine our light. Yes, it's happening. The colors uniting as one. The emotional spectrum complete. The life entity is reborn. Spock! Impossible! Jim! Spock! I am unharmed, Captain, but it would be wise for us to depart this place immediately. Jim! What's it doing? The entity is cleansing every trace of Nekron's power, including this planet. Scotty, lock onto our position. Get us out of here. Captain's log. We watched Vulcan die. Again. But the universe lives. We have returned to Earth for repairs and debriefing. Several of our new friends have chosen to remain on board with us, and we prepare to resume our mission. The others have chosen to explore a world and a universe noticeably different from the one they left behind. The greatest threat is over, but others remain. We found the remains of the Klingon, Gorn, and Romulan ring bearers. They were no doubt left helpless when their rings transferred to Spock. With the leadership of their empires in doubt, the Federation must remain vigilant in an unstable galaxy. Atrocitus and Larfleeze have disappeared, as has Sinestro. We'll be ready. Scotty has already convinced Starfleet to approve new ring-based phasers and personal force fields. Bones, meanwhile, won't let me forget. I'm not saying you're unworthy. I just think it's interesting that none of the rings picked you. What would I do with a red ring or orange? Definitely not yellow. You don't scare anybody. I hate to say it, but it might look good in violet. I do not believe your nature can be summarized by only one color. Spock, that's kind of you to say. I simply mean that summarizing anyone's nature by assigning them a single color is fundamentally illogical. Well, thanks anyway. Enterprise, it is space dock. Control. You are clear for departure. Acknowledge. Captain Jordan, if you'll lead the way. My pleasure, Captain Kirk. My name is Hal Jordan. I am the Green Lantern assigned to Space Sector 2814. Here in this new reality, my mission continues. I am sworn to protect strange new worlds, new life, new civilization. To boldly go by Lantern's light where no one has gone before.
Nice.
How was that?
That was cool.
I know. The art just gets me every time.
But what about the story?
Yeah.
The story was actually really good too. Way better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I know, right?
You think it might be a little cheesy with it being like a crossover like that and Star Trek, but that was awesome.
So was this the first time there was white and black?
No. That was already in DC.
Okay.
That's why I said this was a sequel to Blackest Night. That's where the Black Lanterns and the White Lanterns were introduced.
Because all of a sudden there was like a white kaiju.
Well, exactly.
That's the life entity. White is life, black is death.
Right. Yeah, that was just crazy.
The life entity was basically the only thing that can take out Nekron. Yeah. And originally it was Kyle Rayner that united the rings.
I gotcha.
But only for a time anyway.
Right.
But but overall,
he was a beast with all the rings though.
Yeah, but overall, though, this was very good, very fan fiction-y, but what are you going to do, right?
You know what? It worked in their favor, though. You know, like they could have gone a couple different ways with it. I like, the characters that did get the rings versus the ones that didn't.
Especially Chang. He was the most
Seriously.
perfect. He was the most perfect one.
Yes, he was definitely perfect for the freaking yellow ring.
And while those characters were never established, other for the Gorn and the Romulan, still having it be that those races were paired make the most sense.
Exactly, it really does. It fits in perfectly with like the Green Lantern's stories already.
And the Gorn looked like atrocities already.
I know, right? He just looked like a dragon version. Like his head just looked a little different.
Yep.
And then the Romulan, it's like he's so similar to Larfleeze, literally just takes out the whole council and makes his own army out of constructs.
Yep. And then and then overall, just this whole plot, the fact that the DC universe is gone, and they were sent over here.
Right.
And basically kind of starts things up. But the fact they've changed the Star Trek universe, they fundamentally changed it.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. You resurrected Vulcan.
And then got destroyed. But I'm talking about everything else, though. They've shaken up 3 of the Empire. They've now they have lantern ring phasers and force fields.
Right. Even if the lanterns do leave, they still have access to this technology because it's completely separate. It's a ring, but it's not the rings.
Right. But the fact that it is its own continuity, obviously. This is deviating from the other timeline.
Right. It's not
since they don't seem to ever go back to it, I guess you could say this is after the 3rd movie, I guess.
Yeah, right. You could. And I mean, it's not like it'll ever be actual canon.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But and Sinestro was Sinestro, of course. But I gotta say, I did like how they had the voices for all the different, this version of it. It felt like this version of Star Trek. It didn't feel like the original version, but with the bodies of it. No, this felt exactly like them. But I do feel, though, that the lanterns took more of the spotlight, it felt like.
Yeah, a little bit. And honestly, it's because they're more showy. The lights, and they know how to use their rings, and they know how to take over. But I do feel like they tried to split it, and a lot of it was leaning towards the Star Trek characters, and they just had to start bringing in the lantern characters and really like put them in your face, Yeah,
exactly. But yeah, overall, I really like this story. And I gotta say, the follow-up is just as good.
Yeah, I can't wait for that because that was really good. Like, I always love the Green Lantern artwork, but like I said, that was really over the top, like captivating artwork to me.
And they really captured the Star Trek crew, didn't they?
They really did.
Amazing.
Oh my God! What did you think about
characters?
What did you think about the good here ring choices? Uhura, Chekhov, and McCoy.
They were like perfect. It's not like
Chekhov is always the most optimistic.
Exactly. And it's not like any of those would go for Kirk or go for Spock, until like they all went to Spock because he can control the spectrum.
Because he can control the emotions.
Exactly.
I gotta say, that's one thing I will always give props to the Kelvin-Timeline. They actually made it clear it is a struggle to control the emotions. I gotta say, that was always the downside of most versions of Star Trek. Before that version, where they made it seem like it was a natural thing to withhold the emotion.
Yeah, it seemed like it made the old ones make it seem like they just have no emotion versus controlling their emotions.
Which is one of the few advantages I give the Kelvin-Timeline.
Yes.
And isn't he like half?
Yeah, he's always been half
human. So he has to be like controlling it in a way.
But even when Nimoy played him, he still kept it. Now, granted, he got better as it went on. But most other Vulcans were usually just this robotic. And this came off like that was just their natural state, as opposed to you forget that they trained to hold back their emotion.
Exactly. Yeah. Like it's hard work for them to do this.
Yeah. I love the Star Trek crew that they used in the reboots. I thought everyone was amazing, and I like this crossover, and I think they highlighted the right things and the right characters.
Right. Because like the reboot, they actually did a really good job picking the actors.
Oh yeah.
And then bringing that to life again, and now being able to capture that and have this crossover. That's actually beautiful.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Especially because when this came out, there was always rumors that they were going to recast Chris Pines as Hal, so it felt fitting.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
You know.
It never
That's
happened, but
It never happened. You know,
yeah.
there's always going to be rumors swirling.
Oh yeah.
But I still think he'd make a good Hal.
Oh, definitely. I think
But
so
yeah.
too.
But yeah, so go ahead.
I think he would too. You know, I
No,
can't wait to
Steph was
see
saying
how.
so. Steph was saying so.
I was just saying, I just love Chris Pine.
Oh, I know.
Anything
Yep.
he's been in, I've really liked him. Is it even
Yeah.
Wonder? I know people had an issue with him in
Wonder
Wonder
Woman
Woman.
84.
84, not the
Yes.
first one, but 84.
I didn't hate it. I didn't hate 84. I mean, yeah, the rape allegations, but or you know,
Yeah.
maybe undertones, but
Right.
I liked it. I'm an emotional person, so it got me in the
well, I
feels.
liked it too. I still liked it.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
bringing it back to that too, you know, it's like it was more of a colorful movie, and they did a lot more in the art direction.
Mhm.
Oh,
in that one,
yeah, it
you
was
know?
more of a comic-y movie.
Right.
But I
Yep.
just do like Chris Pine, and I think anything they put him in, if they put him in things like Wonder Woman and even Star Trek, he does such a great job. He's pretty underrated.
He does.
Agreed.
He's very
Agreed.
versatile.
But yeah, so that was Star Trek Green Lantern, the first part of the crossovers. We'll see you guys on the next one as we get to 275. Wait to see what that one is. We'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Bye.